Have you ever experienced that pit in your stomach feeling on Sunday nights? Last week, I caught myself dreading Monday morning, unable to sleep. This feeling isn't random, it's your intuition signaling something fundamentally wrong with trading your time for someone else's unlimited profit. And if you've been working hard, but you still can't seem to get ahead financially, it's not your fault. The employment system contains intentionally designed barriers that keep you productive while preventing true freedom. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on these hidden mechanisms and showing you the exit doors that they hope that you'll never find. Understanding these barriers is the first step toward breaking free. Have you ever stopped to calculate how many hours of your life you'll actually spend working? Now let's break it down. 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year, and 45 years. That's 90,000 hours, or about a third of your entire adult life, spent working for someone else. And that doesn't even count commuting, overtime, or checking emails on the weekends. But here's what's really disturbing. This system wasn't created with your happiness or well-being in mind. The modern employment structure we all take for granted was engineered during the Industrial Revolution when factory owners needed to maximize output while maintaining control over their workforce. The 40-hour work week emerged as a compromise after workers fought against brutal conditions. A relic from another era that has remained virtually unchanged despite our technological evolution. Imagine spending 90,000 hours essentially serving a life sentence in a system designed during the steam engine era that we're still using in the age of artificial intelligence. This outdated model persists not because it's optimal for human flourishing, but because it effectively extracts value from workers while keeping them just satisfied enough to continue participating. Companies have mastered psychological tactics that make you feel grateful for the privilege of giving away your time. They've created elaborate hierarchies, impressive job titles, and small perks that cost them practically nothing, but create an illusion of advancement and progress in your career. Consider this scenario. A marketing professional generates $300,000 in value for their company annually, and their salary is $75,000. This gap isn't just profit, it represents how significantly their time and talents are being devalued. Yet most of us have been conditioned to feel thankful for that salary rather than questioning where the remaining $225,000 went. Look beneath the surface of corporate benefits packages. Health insurance, retirement contributions, and stock options serve a strategic purpose in retention. These benefits typically increase with tenure, creating what industry insiders call golden handcuffs. The longer you stay, the more you stand to lose by leaving, effectively trapping you even when better opportunities arise elsewhere. Even recognition programs have been carefully calibrated. Companies have determined exactly how much verbal appreciation and token rewards trigger your brain's dopamine response without requiring meaningful compensation increases. That Employee of the Month parking spot costs nothing, but provides just enough validation to maintain your motivation. Perhaps the most troubling aspect is how this system trains you to internalize failure. When advancement doesn't happen as expected, you blame yourself. Maybe you're not working hard enough. Maybe you need another certification. But what if the corporate ladder was deliberately designed with missing rungs? What if the structure itself predetermines how far most people can climb, regardless of talent or effort? The system doesn't want you questioning its design. It redirects you to question yourself instead. Even job security primarily benefits employers. The narrative that staying in one place for decades represents the safest path reduces their turnover costs, and creates a dependent workforce. Meanwhile, it prevents you from exploring opportunities or discovering your true market value. The crucial mindset shift separating those who escape from those who remain trapped is recognizing that the system was never built for your advancement. It was designed to extract maximum value while giving back the minimum required to keep you participating. That's not conspiracy, it's business logic. Companies maximize shareholder value, not employee fulfillment. The corporate system you work in has another secret, one that directly impacts the value of your skills in the marketplace. Beyond the structures designed to extract your labor, there's a carefully engineered compartmentalization of your abilities that prevents you from seeing their true worth. The specialized knowledge you've developed isn't just useful within your job description. It could be transformed into something far more valuable outside those artificial boundaries. Think about it. That specialized expertise you've honed over the years doesn't belong to your company. It belongs to you. Your skills are like diamonds locked in a corporate safe. And you can see them through the glass, but the system keeps you from fully accessing their worth. When you apply those same skills independently, their market value increases dramatically. The talents making your company thousands of dollars daily could earn you substantially more if leveraged differently. What most professionals miss is how transferable their workplace abilities actually are. Project management at your company might be seen as simply seeking things on track. But in the freelance marketplace, this skill commands premium rates from clients that are desperate for someone who can organize chaos and deliver results. The same applies to client communication, complex problem solving, and technical knowledge. These are high-value skills with applications far beyond your current role. The compensation difference tells the story. As an employee, your specialized skills might earn you a salary equivalent to $30 an hour. Yet freelancers with identical abilities routinely charge upward of $100 hourly for the same expertise. This multiplication of your market value remains hidden by design. What's fascinating is how many professionals have skills they don't recognize as valuable. These secondary skills, abilities you use regularly, but aren't part of your formal job description. They often have the highest market potential. Maybe you're exceptional at explaining complex ideas, or you have an unusual talent for spotting inefficiencies in processes. These adjacent abilities frequently command higher prices in the marketplace than your primary job function. Your employer has calculated your economic worth precisely. They know exactly how much revenue your position generates and what percentage they can afford to pay while maintaining their margins. This calculation isn't malicious, it's business, but the system depends on you never performing this same analysis yourself. When professionals realize their true market value, remarkable transformations happen. Many transform or transition from traditional employment to entrepreneurship by leveraging their existing skills, finding greater financial benefits, job satisfaction, and independence. They build personal brands around their unique expertise and create service offerings that solve real problems in the marketplace. The skills with the highest multiplier effect exist at a specific intersection. They combine your expertise with genuine market demand and can be systematized beyond trading hours for dollars. This sweet spot is where true economic leverage happens, allowing you to break free from the traditional employment value equation. You don't need to learn entirely new skills to increase your income significantly. You need to repackage what you already know and apply it differently. Your knowledge isn't just an asset for your employer, it's the foundation of your professional freedom waiting to be claimed. Your skills might be worth 10 times more outside your job, but here's the paradox that keeps most people trapped. The very security that makes your job feel like a prison is also what prevents you from walking out the door. It's not laziness holding you back, it's the legitimate fear of losing everything you've worked for. The mortgage that needs paying, the family that depends on you, the healthcare benefits that you can't afford to lose. I've seen this pattern play out hundreds of times with professionals who recognize their potential but remain frozen in place. You don't need to take a dramatic leap off the corporate cliff to create your freedom. Those motivational Instagram posts suggesting you burn your boats aren't offering brave advice. They're promoting recklessness. The critical mistake most people make when trying to escape their jobs is that they quit first, and then they scramble to replace their income. And this creates unnecessary pressure. It drains savings and often leads to a humbling return to employment. Instead, here's a 3-phase escape plan that minimizes risk while maximizing your success chances. So phase number 1 is that you build your bridge with parallel income streams. Create revenue sources that leverage your existing expertise while you're still employed. Focus on specialized services that directly use your professional skills. An example would be an accountant developing specialized tax strategies for real estate investors. Unlike random side hustles like driving Uber on the weekends, this builds on your core competencies. Service-based businesses typically generate meaningful income within months, while passive income takes years to become profitable. By building your income bridge before you cross it, you create financial stability that makes the journey possible. Phase 2 is a gradual transition planning. Reduce dependency on your salary incrementally as parallel income grows. Develop psychological skills to manage variable income. Build financial buffers while experimenting with pricing and service delivery. Start with clients during evenings or weekends, then negotiate reduced hours at your day job. Learn to navigate the feast or famine nature of entrepreneurial income. This middle stage transforms you from employee to entrepreneur mindset while maintaining financial safety. Phase 3 is the strategic exit timing. Time your departure for maximum leverage during major projects or organizational changes. Negotiate consulting arrangements with your employer to ease transition. Focus on psychological shift when your independent income first exceeds your salary. Use this stability to refine your business model and discover which service clients that you value the most. Gradually build systems that generate income independently of your time. The goal isn't just replacing your salary, but creating freedom through systems that work without your constant attention. And this approach gives you the safety net to test your business while still covering basic needs. You'll discover which services clients value the most, how to price effectively, and how to manage your time, all while maintaining financial security. The first time your independent income exceeds your salary marks a pivotal moment. Your job transforms from necessity into choice, and the fear that once paralyzed you dissolves into confidence. Remember, you're not just building another job for yourself, you're constructing a bridge to true financial independence where your income isn't limited by the hours that you work. The ultimate goal is developing assets that continue generating income even when you're not working, creating the freedom that employment can never provide. When we talk about wealth, we're often looking at the wrong metrics entirely. What I've discovered is that true freedom is measured by how much of your life you control, not your bank account balance. Studies show that when people have more control over their work, they're both happier and they get more done, with job satisfaction going up by 32% and people working 15% more effectively. Control over your time and decisions is fundamental to human psychology. Think about tomorrow morning. Will you direct your talents towards something meaningful to you or follow someone else's blueprint? Building your freedom requires consistent effort, but your potential remains non-negotiable. The system only takes what you allow it to take. What would your life look like if you reclaimed your time, your creativity, and well-being? The power to choose sits with you, and that's the most empowering realization of all.